So hi, today I want to show how to use subject to communicate between parent and child components. So in this example, I added stats and abilities of a Pokemon in Pokemon components, and it becomes very long. It has 197 lines of code, including inline styles and inline template. And the inline template is getting like hard to read and maintain because it tries to do too much. It tries to display ID, name, weight, height, stats, abilities, and some controls to update Pokemon ID. So I'm going to refactor um the Pokemon component so that it is composed of one or more child components. Then I create a surface to update a subject that holds the value of the Pokemon ID. So when the subject is updated, Pokemon component is notified to call retrieve Pokemon function in here to get a new Pokemon and to display its information. So let's see how it can be done. So first, let me create a new component called Pokemon controls component. It's a standalone component. I'm going to import forms module because the template has a template driven form. Okay, now spell standalone. So let me import Pokemon controls component in Pokemon and then update the inline template. Yep. So now let me copy. Now let me copy the template to the inline template. And let me delete the boilerplate. Search ID. Okay, the CSS is not looking good. Let me copy inline style. What does it need? Container class, button class, and the form. When I click them, nothing happens. I need let me copy new child. because I need to access the HTML elements in this new component. Yeah, let me copy RxJS logic from Pokemon component to Pokemon controls component. Okay. If nothing happens, okay. It's because I need to create a service to update a subject. So let me create a service. Provided in root. Okay, let me add a subject to store the Pokemon ID. It's private read only, so that Pokemon component cannot have direct access to the subject. And then create a read-only observable on ID observable that equals to Pokemon ID subject dot as observable. So Pokemon component is going to subscribe to this observable to be notified of the new Pokemon ID. I don't need a constructor, but I need a method that update Pokemon ID. So the service is ready, and I want to use it in Pokemon controls component. Okay, I need to inject the service. Service equals inject. Okay, when I call subscribe, I update the Pokemon ID in the subject. Subscribe returns an observable that I need to unsubscribe in ng on destroy. So let me implement on destroy interface. Let me declare a subscription about the constructor. Let me get rid of the default constructor. I am not going to use it. In entry on destroyed, I unsubscribe the subscription. Wait, I need to assign the subscription to the right instant member. Still nothing happens. It's because I forgot to subscribe Pokemon ID observable in Pokemon Surface in Pokemon components. So I need to do it. How do I do that? Let me inject Pokemon Surface. And then access the Pokemon ID observable in the surface. Okay. Replace button Pokemon ID observable with this dot Pokemon ID observable. Yep. Okay, it's working. I think it's working. So whenever Pokemon controls component update the subject in Pokemon Surface, yep. Pokemon component is notified to call retrieve Pokemon to get a new Pokemon and display the information of the new Pokemon. Okay, so now I can remove the old buttons and old template driven form because the new Pokemon controls component is working fine. So let me delete yeah, the old code. I don't need a view child. Don't need create button click observable. Oh wait, I forgot to delete the HTML. Looks good. Search ID redundant. And I want to combine Pokemon Surface and Pokemon ID observable into one line. Okay, I am not so sure. I want to move this dot Pokemon out of ng on init. Let's see. Does it work? Looks okay. +1, -1, -2, +2. Yeah, it looks okay. I don't need ng on init in Pokemon component. Yeah, this is it. I refactored. Oh, wait, give me a second. Hey, awesome! By creating Pokemon controls component, I reduced the line of code from 197 to 110, and Pokemon component has 2 lines only. Wow, it's unbelievable. Yeah, the inline template gets a little smaller, but it is still doing too many things at the same time. So for further improvement, I can I can refactor like Pokemon components into maybe 3 more child components. Like for example, I can move this diff to a new component to display ID, name, height, and weight, and I can create another component to encapsulate stats, like here, and finally a new component to encapsulate the abilities of Pokemon. So I'm not going to do it now because the video is getting long, but it is something I want to further improve when I have time. So this is it. I hope you enjoy this video. If you find this video is useful, please share it to like developers who are learning RxJS, Angular, or both. So I hope you have a good day. Bye.